This is Lindy Jones, a 19 Diamond's uncle sprang from the gallery and attacked Frank. In response, Frank's mother rushed in, targeting Diamond's mother. This led to Diamond's aunt stepping in to defend her. The courtroom turned into a battleground before authorities managed to separate the warring families. After the chaos, Diamond's mother addressed the media.
It was wrong of me. That was wrong of us because we're not monsters. But it's so much hate because I want my daughter back. And what he did it was horrible. Seeing my daughter there and looking at him that he did that and he's laughing in my face. It was very wrong and I'm so...
Eventually, Frank accepted a plea deal and was sentenced to 45 years in prison. Luckily, deputies were ready and stepped in before things got out of control. But the same can't be said for the case of 25-year-old Tristan Lamoureux, who is facing first-degree murder charges in Utah.
Lamoureux's just pled guilty.
On August 23, 2009, Tristan shot and killed his 19-year-old wife, Misty Lamoureux, inside their home.
Lamoureux sits surrounded by 4 sheriff's deputies who closely watch over him. Judge G. Michael Westfall calls Misty's brother, Jason Wilson, to come up to the front of the courtroom and deliver an impact statement. As he approaches the podium,
he was later arrested, and during his trial, Misty's brother, Jason Wilson, took the stand to deliver a powerful victim impact statement.
Lamoureux sits surrounded by 4 sheriff's deputies who closely watch over him. Judge G. Michael Westfall calls Misty's brother, Jason Wilson, to come up to the front of the courtroom and deliver an impact statement. As he approaches the podium,
but before speaking, he locked eyes with Tristan in an intense death stare.
Wilson shoots an intimidating stare in the direction of the defendant, but Lamoureux seems unbothered as he casually rocks back and forth.
Despite the severity of the crime, Tristan's demeanor in court was shocking. As Jason spoke about the devastating loss, Tristan sat there, rocking back and forth with a blank expression.
After speaking for a bit, Wilson breaks from his emotional tension.
After addressing the judge, Jason turned his focus directly to the man who took his sister's life.
To Lamoureux. Since the words don't appear to have any effect,
Tristan's apparent lack of remorse pushed Jason over the edge, leading to a tense confrontation.
Sheriff's deputies step up as Wilson begins speaking directly to the man who killed his sister. Wilson lunges at Lamoureux, but his lawyer pushes Wilson back against the barrier. Lamoureux stands up as if he's ready to rumble, but a deputy slams him to the ground and away from the melee.
Thankfully, deputies intervened before things escalated further. Once the situation was under control, order was restored in the courtroom.
He apologizes for his outburst, and the judge orders him removed. The deputies put the courtroom back in order, and Lamoureux returns to rock.
Ultimately, Tristan was sentenced to 15 years to life in prison.
In Cedar City, Utah, for the sentencing of Tristan Lamoureux.
Jason Wilson wasn't the only one to make an impact in the courtroom. Take the case of Michael Madison, a convicted serial killer in Ohio who faced multiple charges, including 3 counts of murder. Between 2012 and 2013, Madison took the lives of 3 women before being apprehended.
Sherelda Terry, Angela Deskins, and Shatisha Shealy in East Cleveland between 2012.
As he awaited trial, he began to grasp the full weight of his crimes.
I'm going to read to you the nature of the charges against you and summarize each one for you, as well as giving you the potential penalties. I know you've had a chance to speak with counsel. Is that correct, sir?
During the hearing, Van Terry, the father of one of his victims, addressed the court.
How you doing? My name is Van Terry. Father of Sherelda Terry. Right now, I guess we're supposed to, in our hearts, forgive this crime. We've touched her.
Then he turned to face Michael directly. What happened next shocked everyone. Michael smirked at Van Terry, triggering chaos in the courtroom. Security quickly stepped in to restore order. Then it was time for the jury's decision.
We therefore unanimously find that the sentence of death should be imposed upon the defendant, Michael Madison.
Previously, that same jury found him guilty.
Based on their recommendation, Judge Nancy McDonald delivered the final sentence.
Circumstances of course of conduct, felony murder, kidnapping, felony murder, rape, of which the defendant was convicted, outweigh the mitigating factors by proof beyond a reasonable doubt. Accordingly, the sentence of death is imposed upon the defendant, Michael Madison, on counts 1, 4.
Following the verdict, the victim's family shared their reactions.
The families of Michael Madison's victims cried tears of joy moments after jurors returned.
Michael further disruption.
Alabama courtroom. 15-year-old Doug Gonzalez awaits the verdict in his...
James was convicted.
Today, Dale Williams learned when he will be sentenced.
Dwayne Smith's courtroom behavior is a prime example of a victim acting out. But could Dale Williams's case be even more intense? Let's look at his story.
Today was a much different scene for Williams' sentencing. He was convicted of running Pledger's car.
In June 2017, Dale ran his ex-girlfriend, Elizabeth Pledger Stewart, off the road, causing her to crash.
After running the victim off the road and causing her to crash along a busy stretch of Market Street in Youngstown.
He then fatally shot her several times while onlookers watched. As the victim's daughter prepared to give her statement, her two brothers had a very different agenda. Police had to use tasers to restore order in the courtroom. The session was rescheduled. At this time, the victim's aunt was finally able to speak her mind.
Anthony Dees and Jerome Stewart will be in Youngstown Municipal Court. Now, they're charged right now with assault and obstructing official business. First News showed you this dramatic video of the men attacking William.
Dale was eventually sentenced to 15 years to life in prison. His two brothers also appeared in court.
Jerome Stewart will now be in court on Monday. Right now, they're in the Mahoning County Jail facing assault and contempt of court.
Dale remains behind bars to this day. If these reactions shocked you, wait until you see killers laughing in court.